Great Gadgets for Azure DevOps offers a variety of useful widgets for tracking your projects in a truly agile way. The Pivot Table and Pivot Chart widget is a great tool that allows you to create and display advanced statistics on your Azure dashboards based on work items in the form of multidimensional tables, heat map tables, and charts of various types. Here are some specific examples. Let's say you want to display the number of work items by state category assigned to your team members. To do this, at the data source, select a shared query that returns the work items assigned to your team. At Fields, select the fields needed for this statistic. In this case, we need assigned to and state category. Since we want the statistic to be by assignee, drag the assigned to field into the rows area. It now displays the total number of work items for each team member. Note that during configuration, the widget will generate some random dummy data and display a preview based on it. To split the data by state, add the state category field into the column area. It now divides the items by assignee and state category. Click Save. And the widget is now displayed on the dashboard. If you want to see the work in story points, go to the configuration and add the story points field to the chart. Then, change the calculation method from count to sum of story points. And now, the widget displays the total story points assigned to each user, split by state category. You may want this table as a heat map to easily identify the people who have been assigned the most story points. To do this, just edit the widget and choose heat map table instead of simple table. And look, the information is now displayed in a heat map table. You might prefer a chart instead of a table. In the configuration panel, choose the appropriate chart type. In this case, the stacked column chart would be a great choice. You can also add more fields to further split the data. For example, we can add the work item type and drag it into the rows area. Now the widget displays the work by assignee, type, and state category. Let's look at another example. Let's say you want to see the number of items created every month by work type. To display this, configure the widget with a shared query that returns all the work items in your project. At Fields, select the work item type and created date. Then, drag the work item type field into the rows area. Now the widget displays the total number of items by type. To split the data by month, drag the created date field into the columns area. As you can see, it shows the full date when each work item was created, which isn't useful, because we actually only need the month. To extract the month from the created date field, go to the More Settings tab, and change the formatting of the created date field to show only the month. The widget now shows the statistics per month. Click Save. And here you go, the multidimensional statistic is now displayed on the dashboard. You might want this data displayed as a chart. In the configuration panel, choose the chart type. The stacked column chart works well for this case. If you use epics in your projects, you can also configure the widget to display the progress of epics. Let's say you want to see the progress of epics by % of story points in each state category. To achieve this, configure the widget with a shared query that returns the items under the epics. Next, select the required fields. In this case we need parent epic, state category, and story points. Then, start setting up the pivot table. Add the parent epic field to the rows area. It now shows a preview with the number of work items for each epic, using dummy data. Next, add the state category field to the column area. It now displays the number of work items in each state category for each epic. To display the sum of story points instead of count, change the calculation to sum of story points. Now the preview shows the sum of story points for each epic. Because you need the stat based on the percentage of story points, change the calculation method from sum to sum as fraction of rows. For this case, we don't need the totals column. Go to More Settings and uncheck the totals column option. Click Save. And there you go. The table is now displayed on the dashboard, showing the percentages of the total in each row. You can also display this information in a chart instead of a table. To do this, simply go to the configuration and choose the appropriate chart type. In this case, the stacked bar chart option might work best. And there you go, the chart is now displayed on the dashboard. Install great gadgets and discover many powerful time-saving widgets that bring your dashboards to life.